We are now, though. We are, in fact, live. We got the
So we're live now, but we weren't live just a second.
moment ago. Yeah, I'm showing you guys the Rolf stuff, not anyone else.
Hello, everyone. We're live.
How's everyone doing?
Kind of
Do we share
reminds me
the
of
link,
that.
Reese? Do we need to share the link?
I did share the link on Twitter as well, so have not yet.
On Facebook?
And on Facebook. Let's see here.
I can share it, bud. Like, where's the link at?
Well, I just shared it. Well, let me share it.
Wow, this thing's a smart program. I believe it's going to start hailing here pretty soon, and maybe storming. So if we lose you, Rico, that's why, because it's all Reese's fault.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Lose me.
I'm actually going to be right back.
What's that?
I'm going to disappear for a second.
Okay.
Move my camera.
Yeah.
Well, we're losing the Green Lantern.
Just for a moment.
You know, what does he really bring when you have Superman and Batman here?
That's right.
So,
Pismo Beach Man
Yeah,
and Wolverine.
that's right. Yeah. Rawr. Snicker snack.
We'll be fine as long as they don't run into Magneto.
Vorpal.
so well, you guys can just talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a moment.
We'll talk amongst ourselves. How you doing, Barry?
Did you give us permission to talk amongst ourselves? Because I wasn't going to talk to you at all.
Neither was I, but since we got the okay,
That
since we
fucking Rico guy.
take our cues from a long-haired hippie dude. Yeah.
No, you know, those hippies, they're about free love, freedom, and taking charge and laying down the laws.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So how was your week, man?
Oh, really long. In fact, I'm going off about 3 hours of sleep, so I may end up drifting off on the anytime
Why are you
soon.
going off so little of sleep?
It's kind of hard to get used to sleeping in a new place. Yeah. And I was up really late watching the Oakland Raiders, my Oakland Raiders.
There you go.
beat the Denver Broncos handily.
Yeah, they look good, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
I know. I can't flip people's shit about because I don't know how you Oakland suckers, you guys are like a Seahawks fans. You guys are freaking loyal. Like they're all over the place. Like Oakland,
Oh yeah.
there's tons of Oakland fans in this town, and they are every year, and I flip them shit every year because it's all in good fun because I'm a Seahawks fan, so I know what it's like to suck for decades. But
We used to really hate each other.
oh yeah.
Back when we were in the same division.
Yeah, we were
I couldn't stand the Seahawks.
Yeah, 80s and 90s. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't stand them. And
well, we couldn't stand Bo Jackson.
oh yeah. And you guys couldn't stand Brian Bosworth either.
We couldn't stand Brian. He was on our team and we hated him.
Yeah. The Boz didn't last very long.
No, he didn't. He wasn't much of what he was supposed to be, but hey. We had our own fair share of cool guys.
Did you see that game?
Which one? The one where he ran over the Boz?
No, I mean the
night.
Bronco game last night. That one too, but the Bronco game.
I wanted to watch it, but I was actually working.
Oh, okay.
So I watched the condensed version after they put it up because you can find all that shit on YouTube now. So
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean my Seahawks barely beat the Bengals, but the Bengals have had
They won.
they have a lot of the same players that were on a good defense 2 years ago. Last year, the defense has quit on them because the offense was all injured and they all sucked. So but that defense has some studs on it, and the offense has some decent players. So it was a good game. My Seahawks tried to blow it, but
The important part is that they won.
right, yeah, it wasn't pretty. God, it was. But anyway, let's talk about your Raiders. What do you think about that rookie back?
Oh, he's something else. You know,
Yeah,
he's something else. I mean, we saw like little glimpses of. I mean, 85 yards rushing, 100 all-purpose yards, and I mean, he looked pretty sharp.
yeah, can
You
catch the
know,
ball, smart kid, can pick up the blitz. It looked like.
fights for extra yards.
Yeah, he was real. You know what? Him and Carr. What's so funny is like last year I was like, I was worried because we didn't see any of the old John Gruden offense, right?
Yeah,
Which
it was.
is keep you off balance and be very efficient in both running and passing. Whoever the hell it is that's doing it, they're going to get the most out of those players. And we
Yeah.
didn't get much of that last year. And this year, that game anyway,
Yeah.
was
Well,
very
like last year, it's like it's never good when you're constantly rotating, linemen, offensive linemen out of position. Everybody's getting injured. You're scraping the bottom of the barrel of your practice squad just to get people on your. It's it's horrible. When it gets to that point, name me any offense that could run that way.
Yeah, no, that's I mean, no, it's that's just what you do. But man, I mean, yeah, they look good, especially after all that BS and drama.
Yeah.
Those comics were beautiful and they worked out just fine. And
Mhm.
hopefully Derek Carr can sell more of them.
Oh yeah. Yes, we had a long discussion about comics, Reese.
Well, imagine that.
Colorful comics. Yes.
Yeah. Well, they're more black and silver, but
Yeah. But they totally overshine the orange and blue ones. Totally. I mean, not to be too much of an art critic here.
well, I mean, orange and blue are nice colors; they offset very nicely. But you're right, they did completely. So.
And the artwork was just hard hitting.
It was very there was a few impressions made.
Definitely.
Very efficient.
Definitely efficient, especially on certain pages like third.
Third page was good all the whole time.
Yes, definitely. Then I like how they transferred it. They converted, from black and white to color.
Carr's pages were what 26 or 22 of 26. You can't get much better pages than that.
Oh, that's true. 22 of 26 were right on the money.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And the other 4 weren't even the artist's fault.
Really?
Yeah. The other 4 pages weren't they just weren't the artist's
usually
fault.
that's like that's usually like the colorist, the blue.
Yeah.
Blue
the colorist totally dropped the ball, definitely, so to speak.
Yeah.
So I'll be completely honest. I have only half been paying attention and understanding nothing you've been talking about.
Art.
In fact, I have this suspicion you haven't actually been talking about anything, just talking.
Oh, we've been talking about something.
Well, I'm
probably nothing you'd be interested in.
It was artistic. I mean,
we've been forming a rapport here.
You guys don't already have one, right?
No, I don't like this guy.
What I always forget. Oh, never mind. It's on the screen. Rico. Okay, yeah, Rico. That Rico guy. He's swell.
That's me, all right.
I'm not sure about his comic choice though. It's kind of shady.
Okay. So, what are the things about which we need to discuss today?
Well, my Washington Huskies lost. That
does make me sad.
Thank you. Um, it seems to stop raining.
Rolf is calling. See you guys in a bit.
Well, it was
Oh.
nice while it lasted, wasn't it, Barry?
I wouldn't say it was nice.
That's pretty mean, if I do say so myself.
Well, I could have said it was grand or learned or enlightening.
Maybe. He had no idea what we were talking about.
Yeah.
So, it's just these little snippets of life where it's just like one big inside joke between Barry and Rico.
The Barry and Rico inside joke show,
Yes, definitely.
where we all laugh and have fun.
Well, anyways, on to football. What were we talking about?
Back to real stuff, everybody. This is no longer
That's right.
It's now sports commentary.
Did you see that? Oh, you probably didn't see the Texans Saints game then.
No, yeah, I forgot.
Oh, man.
Or the first game, yeah.
You missed a good one. Holy cow. The Texans end up, kicking an extra point.
As they do.
They ended up kicking an extra point with 37 seconds left, but they missed it. And so the game was going to be tied and possibly go into overtime, but the dude ran into the kicker's leg. And so they flagged him and they redid the extra point. And so the Texans are up by 1 point with 37 seconds left. And then at that point, I thought, okay, game's over. So I stopped watching and started looking for the Raider game.
A lot of time for Drew Brees.
Yeah, that's a lot of you could say that again. They kicked a 58-yard field goal to win it. He managed to get them into position. 58-yard field goal. It was so freaking crazy.
That's that shows the Texans that good for them, good for their fans, because everyone was saying right, there's a lot of things that went on in that championship game last year, and the Saints could have as easily have been in the Super Bowl as the Rams, and I think they had a better Super Bowl if it was the Saints, but who knows? But everyone's looking, the Saints are a favor to make it to the big game, and no one was really sure what the Texans might field. So
yeah,
good for them.
Well, they're looking good. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oakland looked pretty good.
It's more than I can say for my Seahawks. Although some of our rookies really look good. That.
Well, I tell you, the Patriots are so freaking good. It made me sick.
Yeah.
And then they're getting Antonio Brown.
Who was they destroyed?
Oh, they just tore the Steelers apart.
Yeah, but we don't know. Like the Steelers really could be bad this year. Like they were almost bad last year. There were some games that
they could be done. Like as far as like their run as a franchise.
This current the Roethlisberger era.
And then the Chiefs, who the Raiders have next week.
That's the game I'm actually looking forward to of all the college games and stuff. They just
blew away. Who was it that they didn't even seem like they were on the field? The Jaguars.
Yeah. That Jags defense just killed itself to Jack got himself thrown out in the first quarter. I'm not saying they would have actually done anything eventually, but that young quarterback for the Jags though, out of Wazoo, out of Washington State, that Minshew guy, that one with the great mustache, he looks really good. I'm not sure. I think I'm not gonna write up the game right now towards the Chiefs. I favor the Chiefs by 3.
By 3? Well,
yeah.
I just want it. Honestly, the Chiefs are so stinking good, and they're so freaking athletic. For me, I'm kind of hoping that the Raiders are at least competitive,
right,
in that game because they're.
Here's the thing: that Minshew kid, the quarterback, he's a rookie. So a rookie quarterback scored 3 touchdowns against the Chiefs defense. Do you know any of the Jacksonville Jaguars receivers?
No.
Name one. Yeah.
Yeah, not off the top of my head.
So and they Fournette looked better, the Jacksonville running back looked better than he did last year. They didn't have a chance to play the ground to keep the ball away from them Chiefs game. That's something the Raiders look like they can do.
Yeah.
Very efficient. They can keep the Chiefs offense off the field.
Yeah. Well, the thing that I don't know, just it always it never fails, man. It never fails. Like just when the Raiders look like they're really going to get somewhere. There's always like one or two teams in the AFC West that are always stepping it up. It's a really competitive division. Well, the I'm hoping it's a competitive game because even if they lose a competitive game like that in Kansas City, because they're still kind of they're a young team, and I saw some real reasons to think that these guys could be going to the playoffs.
You guys I can see you guys 9-7, 10-6 and getting a spot.
Their defense looked phenomenal, man. And they only had 13 sacks as a team all year.
Yeah, they had 3
last year. And then they had 3, they weren't supposed to be able to get to Flacco,
Right.
But so I'm just hoping they're competitive, in the very least.
Yeah, well, don't get me wrong. Like the Chiefs, that offense, it's crazy, right? It can blow almost anybody out, right?
Yeah.
Especially the way Sammy Watkins is playing. I mean, he was playing like, Sammy Watkins of his rookie year. But anyway, I'm a very strong believer, even though like a lot of the PPF guys and all the other yahoos say that running is pointless. Running keeps the team off balance no matter what.
Yeah. Well, look at how I was just looking how a good coach uses a running game. They get you so paranoid.
Yep.
When they get into like a rhythm, like to where they're gaining 5 or 6 yards per carry.
Yep.
And I saw like this play to where they're lined up in an I formation. Brady fakes like an ISO up the middle, and the middle linebacker has to fill the gap.
Oh yeah.
And then tight end over the middle. Wide open tight end over the middle. There's nobody near him, and it's
Yeah. And that's any coach knows, and running the game and running play action even off of the running game. It's an aggressive style. Like when you're passing, like it's nice to be able to put up points a lot, but if you have to sustain a drive, this is a good example. Cincinnati is a good example. If you have to sustain a drive because what's his name? The Red Raider BB gun guy. He broke record. He broke all his records passing the ball. But if you sustain a drive by only passing the whole time, your offense gets beat up. Like running the ball beats the defense up. It'll impose a pounding mentality. It always has. This is nothing new. But passing the ball, you're getting your guys hit, especially on a dink and dunk one. Even if they went deep, they had a deep ones. That kid from Washington, I forget his name right now, but he had a big game against the Seahawks, and he's a big explosive guy. But that's what you guys do.
Well, anyway, okay. Well, anyway, that anchor was just phenomenal that night. Just
that anchor, he gets too much. Like, which one? Because the anchors sometimes get too much credit.
Yeah. Well, sometimes the ink gets in his hands, and then his hands get all slippery, and then next thing you know, things start falling all over the floor. And then it becomes a free for all, and
I think you are making the inking sound way too dramatic and giving him, I'm just gonna say it, way too much credit. Like the inking is supposed to be there to facilitate.
What's distracting is when the black and white stripes get involved.
Oh look,
it ruins
black and white stripes. I mean, no one likes them. All right, they're just part of the process, and I mean, let's say it, right? F them. F them.
Yeah, definitely. And I thought personally last night I saw too much yellow in the drawing.
Was there
way too much yellow?
Was there a lot of yellow in the drawing?
There was a couple of times where I wanted to add my own slash of red, into the mix and question some of the decisions of the artists, of the art critics,
Well, I mean that's art, and art at its core is expressive. So you add the hell out of all your own red, bud. You add your own goddamn red.
Yeah, and I'll have a word or two to say to those art critics that,
Yeah. F your yellow, art critics.
sometimes they make it too easy for certain artists.
Well, they do. Well, that's favoritism. That's the popularity game you gotta play. Because sometimes certain art sells, right? And we gotta deal with it.
I think Reese has grown tired of our
But it's not that. Okay, it is that. That's exactly what's going on. So it looks like we actually have a viewer. Is that one of you guys? Or is that me?
Probably Sam.
Oh, hey, Sam. How's it going?
Hey, Sam.
Hi, honey bunny.
Where's the?
I don't know. I gotta find it. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna pull it.
That's the moment of the show. We don't have a show until you hop the bunny rabbit across the screen. Man, this weather is killing my sinuses right now, Reese. They are.
Oh, sorry.
What's that?
Stop being white.
Whoa.
Not all correct, but all right.
Well, no, statistically, Caucasian people have worse allergies. It's not exclusive. That may just be because of environment. But in America, statistically, Caucasians have worse trouble with allergies.
Interesting. What like I was like just never mind. It's crazy. Anyway, yeah. They're killing me right now. But I had some dairy earlier, and that's what's causing it. So I knew I was
That'll do it.
It's weather.
As requested. Hi, Sam. Okay, now that I've got that on my system.
Well, it's just not a show until you hop the little.
That is true. That is true.
Across the screen.
You know how Carol Burnett always pulled on her ear? To tell her aunt or something like, hi, from Carol Burnett,
Really?
It's like, this is my Carol Burnett moment, That's my.
If you don't mind me saying, hers was a little more subtle.
Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, by the way, Sam says, hi, everyone.
Hi, Sam.
Hello there,
Sam. The Reese and Rico and the last show.
So, is Sam end up getting a job down that way?
Well, we actually got some potentially good news. I don't know if Sam wants me to spill the bucket, but there's a possibility that she could actually keep her current job and do it here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which would be phenomenal. So if that happens, then we're in really good shape. But it has to happen. So we're trying not to be too excited, right, Sam?
Let me knock on wood right here. There we go.
Yeah, because we had two promising leads before that they were retards about, or I mean that didn't work out.
No, you were correct. You owe them no allegiance. So screw.
Now Sam thinks I jinxed it.
Well,
that's not what I meant to do.
What'll be is what'll be, and whatever is supposed to be will work out just fine.
I didn't jinx it. What was meant to happen will happen.
That's right.
That's my attitude towards it.
So I watched. This isn't as artsy as we were talking earlier, Rico, but I watched. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I watched The Hateful Eight the other night.
Oh yeah.
I didn't care for that one.
Yeah, I was really it was like someone took a beautifully shot, like the beautiful scenes in it were a waste. It was like, you know what, I'm just gonna. It's like when someone gets a new toy and they don't know how to use it, and the rest of what they're doing is just crap. But the beautiful toy is right there, and they put it in there anyway. Because
I was phenomenally bored.
Yeah. I skipped it along. A few times. It's like I could tell a pattern, and the setups were not paying off at all. They were like real boards. Like there was times where I skipped along to watching on Netflix, and I can like do 10 seconds at a time. So I was like skipping along for a minute. Sometimes it's bat.
I think even like a third of the way through the movie, I knew there was going to be some sort of Reservoir Dogs payoff in the end.
Yeah.
You know, I saw it coming, and it just.
You could see it coming. There was no other way that was not going to happen. So.
But yeah, I'm with you on that one. I just thought it was phenomenally boring.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what I have to say too. The characters, what's his name? Is it Goggins that plays that? He's been in so many things lately.
I don't even know.
But he played a younger guy that was gonna be a sheriff anyway. But he killed it. I thought that's all. The only thing I took from that movie was that he was entertaining the whole way through, and I see why he keeps on like if one show he's in, goes under, doesn't stay up.
Mm-hmm.
He gets another job instantly.
And I'm a big fan of Tarantino. I was just
most of Tarantino stuff. Jackie Brown was for me.
Yeah,
I was really disappointed.
I like that one a lot, but you know what? I didn't like it the first time I saw it.
Yeah, it's definitely better the second time you watch it for sure.
But the second and third time I saw it, I really enjoyed it. But the first time I was expecting something like Pulp Fiction, just like completely new, innovative, non-linear. It was just, I don't know. It just.
What I liked, what I like about Tarantino in most of his films is how he will use often actors who aren't getting the mainstream roles anymore.
Oh yeah, well he revived John Travolta's career.
Yes, 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 he did.
Yep, that's who I blame.
And he took a chance on. I think he took a chance on making Samuel L. Jackson at the age of 42 or 43.
Yeah,
like a major supporting star.
Well, he's a star, period. But yeah.
Yeah. And but it's fascinating.
He tried it with multiple different people. He's not afraid to throw people that just don't get many major roles anymore, like big time roles, right?
Yeah, I really.
She was in a movie, of any significance.
See, I liked Reservoir Dogs. I loved Pulp Fiction.
Yep.
I really liked and grew to love Jackie Brown. Mm-hmm. Kill Bill knocked me on my ass.
Yeah, Kill Bill was easily my favorite.
Kill Bill was so freaking good. And then Inglourious Basterds is one of those quotable movies that.
Now, was that him or was that Eli Roth that directed that?
No,
it was him. Eli Roth produced, I think, but
okay.
But that was one that I would, Django Unchained. I thought that was kind of a little overboard.
Yeah, there were some amazing scenes, like
Django Unchained. Yeah,
were almost as good as any other good scenes across the board. For me, Kill Bill.
Uh-huh.
1 and 2 are both the number 1s and 2 for me.
Yeah.
And Django Unchained, it's good scenes.
There's some good moments in Django Unchained, but he could have done so much better, I thought. And it's a movie that, I found myself, with 15 minutes left in the movie, I was like, end, was just almost begging the movie to end somewhere, It
did get that Lord of the Rings kind of finish.
Yeah, I didn't care for it that much. I thought there was really funny parts, and I'm kind of curious about this new movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, me too. With Pitt and DiCaprio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it since, but I've seen a lot of trailers on it, and yeah, I'm interested in that for sure. The cast doesn't seem. I haven't looked at the rest of the cast really, but
I've heard
his ensembles. To me, that's almost always one of the biggest things about his movies, or the ensembles of talents that he gets.
Yeah.
To play these. Sometimes they're just bit roles, but they're so amazing, such amazing actors. He really. What's the guy who played the second lead in Django?
Oh,
I'm forgetting his name.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Christoph Waltz.
Christoph Waltz. I love everything he does.
Yeah, he's great. Although I thought, like, my only complaint was that his role in Inglorious Bastards and Django Unchained were like just too they're too similar.
Really,
I don't know. I just thought they were too similar. Maybe it was like,
I think I agree. I just they're on what separated them from me was they're on the different sides of the fence. But
Yeah.
in Glorious Bastards, he is a cold blooded horrible person.
yeah,
But he's not shy of making a deal like he does, right?
his performance on
Yeah.
Inglorious Bastards
Yeah.
was amazing.
Yeah,
Just
that opening scene with the family is insane. Like that is just that's a hell of
well,
a scene.
and you know what that's an homage to.
It seems familiar, but
It's obvious, when you see that opening scene, it's an homage to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
is that what it is?
Yeah, because they even use the same music.
Okay, that's what was familiar, maybe.
Yeah, they even use the same music as because like in The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, one of the opening scenes after Tuco
Right.
shoots his way out of a barber shop, was you see Angel Eyes approaching in the distance on a horse.
You're right.
And then the little boy is kind of like running into the house to warn his family, as this murderous dude is, coming over to collect what's his. And I just love his fondness for spaghetti westerns because you see it all over the place.
Yeah, for sure. But which really, like, I mean, there are some back to Hateful Eight. There are like some beautiful shot scenes in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
There are some nice character moments where the actors just owned it. Like Kurt Russell, he really owned a few moments.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Eli Roth was great. I hadn't seen Eli Roth like that for a while. But some of the over the top moments, it's like he notched up a moment. Like he like okay, it's really time to get into this. So he turned what would be up to 10 and maybe like, oh damn, and he turned them up to like 20.
Right.
And they almost didn't. It almost seemed comical to me, like when the shit started going down and people started dying. I was actually like laughing, but not at a funny moment, like laughing as this is kind of poor.
Right. Ultimately, I thought that movie deserved a better script. The actors and then everything, in general, it just deserved better care to like the storytelling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the storytelling as a whole, yeah. I think the actors did a good job with their lines and delivering their lines. There were some nice moments between all the actors, actually.
Oh, did you know? Fun fact from that particular movie that there was a moment where a guitar gets smashed.
Yes.
That wasn't supposed to happen. That guitar was an actual 19th century guitar that was loaned to them by a museum. So that prop was actually a priceless antique. And so they thought it was just like some prop guitar. And so, like, in the heat of the moment, they grabbed it and they smashed it to pieces. They weren't supposed to do that.
That's hilarious.
That's horrible. Holy shit.
It is horrible when you think about it.
Right. It can be both, man.
They were furious.
I bet. Jesus. I mean, that's bad on him. Like, I don't, that's you hear about the shit that people talk about for bash people on social media. Well, that should be fucking. God
yeah. That is horrible.
You dumb son of a bitch. Wow.
Yeah. Someone got fired over that.
Well, yeah, but it's not a person. Like the ultimate heat should have been on the director. That's just the director's fault.
Yeah. It's Reese's fault.
It's Reese's fault. But we're not going to fire Reese this time. And so
that's Reese's fault. Who's staring at everybody out there in TV land,
He's with
like a hungry 6-year-old.
his,
It did for a moment. It looked like he was looking at us all like this, like that. I want to see. Must mean that he's concentrating. What do you think, Barry?
if he is,
Yeah, I'm coloring. See?
is
He's
the
coloring.
yellow again, Reese? Fuck that yellow, dude. Fuck that yellow.
That's right. Was he with you with the F-bombs today, Barry?
I'm sorry.
My goodness.
No. Usually, I'm catching myself.
What would Helen Keller say?
The same thing.
I don't appreciate that language.
Yes, having been a educator at the secondary level, I have my fair share of Helen Keller jokes.
Well, I don't know if I should say
You're not even going to open that door, are you?
time with. We were on a. I like that panel there, Reese. Where were we at there? We were talking about.
Which one? This panel?
Yeah, I like that panel. I like the boom.
This is a jam page. We've got Rolf art and Taliesin art that is pretty flawlessly meshed together, I think.
Nice.
Very pleased with the way that's turned out. This is up on our Patreon already. So those of you guys who aren't patrons, if anyone ever watches this, you guys will have to wait till we catch up on the website to see this, because that's how we're doing it right now. New pages for the patrons.
This is how we do it.
But I am using it to grab color samples for coloring on this page.
Wow.
Yeah,
Barry.
hidden.
Okay, so it is. Have we fulfilled our quota of nonsense talk, and are we ready to talk about Expositioner? Is that going on?
Yeah.
Well, we have to ask ourselves: is that really why people are here?
Well, no one is here, so
Okay, well,
that's definitely not why people are here. Because if it was, there might be people, but there aren't. So, because if I need to load up the document, I need to go to a different window to do that. Ba, ba, ba.
So how far along are you colored, Barry? On next.
I was hoping you were actually. God damn it! I was hoping you were gonna come down one of these weekends so because you know how to use that program more than I do, because it's kind of like Photoshop. So when I'm laying out my shadows and stuff like that, it's new to me. I have the flats down, which is also new to me. It took me actually a lot longer to flat than normal. So I'm using Procreate.
Oh, okay.
So
maybe we need to FaceTime or something and like draw together.
Yeah. Let me know if you have time at all the rest of this week, and we could do that for sure.
What are you doing tomorrow?
I work at 7:30.
Well, you work at 7:30.
Yeah,
It should be like 8:30 my time.
Yeah.
Okay, because I have like a camera, like a little camera that I could set up here. We could probably FaceTime.
Okay. Sounds good, man.
Because I just got my hands on another drawing pad, having left the other one in Scottsbluff.
For the third time?
No, this is for the second time.
I know.
Two times too many. Well, honestly, fellas, I'm kind of running on not very much sleep.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna have to take a powder here in a little bit.
not a problem. We actually have to. We have a meeting tonight for the old OK Corral shootout.
Okay, Corral Shootout.
Yeah, in October. So
Oh, okay. Oh, so you guys are doing the mini con meeting tonight?
yeah.
How do you want to do the booths this year?
Oh
Like,
my God.
do you want me to join your booths or?
I was
Yeah, we're thinking we're gonna put two tables together.
I was thinking we face each other. That way we can like, if it gets real crazy, we flip tables over, start shooting at each other.
There we go. I was also thinking of putting my kids to work and spreading out like stickers and stuff like that, you know?
Well, I like it. I like it.
Oh my God.
Becky,
Look at that.
but
It is so
big
like one of those rap guys.
girlfriends.
No, seriously, guys, I don't know if you guys have looked at the document, but like all of the changes we made last week somehow aren't on it.
What?
What?
Like all of the script changes and everything we did last week aren't on the Google Doc.
Are you shitting me?
How's that possible?
I have no idea.
Oh boy. You didn't happen to keep a copy of that, did you? Did you, Barry?
I'm looking to see what because I will say when it was last modified. I'm looking for a copy of copies.
That sucks.
That was what, the third?
Yep.
I did not forward it to myself. Let me see if there's anything else. That's funny. Where'd it go? I was just looking at it. Hmm. Did you move that thing, Reese?
No, not that I know of.
Huh.
Well, shit.
Okay.
I'm sure you last modified on the.
No.
Yeah, I didn't save.
Okay, I don't even know how, but I found a copy that's the right copy that I'm looking at. But somehow that my changes weren't shared with the other. I don't understand how this is even possible.
Well,
Okay. I found it though.
yeah. The only copy I'm showing is one that was from August 6th.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Shared with one person, shared with Arcobos. That doesn't make sense. That's why you can't see it, because somehow you're not shared to it.
Got
Huh.
And I don't understand how that's even possible, but it's what it is. Okay, so
Well, when we're dealing with things as powerful as this, that we create, it's bound to happen.
yeah, apparently. I'm going to download this copy to my computer as well,
Cool.
just in case
There we
something
are. Share.
happens again.
Thank you, Windows, for that notification, you rotten son.
Download as a Word. Open document.
Well, gentlemen, karma exists.
Does it? So what happened?
Barry, have you learned the latest on Antonio Brown?
No.
Look him up.
Is this Rico with some breaking news? Give me the dates, bud. Give me the
Some
dates.
breaking news, and sorry, Reese, but as an Oakland Raiders fan, I have to gloat.
About what?
Wait, let me
Look up Antonio Brown.
let me guess first.
I can't imagine I would ever care enough.
I know you wouldn't care, but Barry would.
Was it discovered that there was tampering?
No, even better.
Okay. I'm waiting.
You're not going to look it up?
No, I'm waiting for you to tell me.
Oh, well, just since Reese, Reese isn't savvy with the whole thing. The Raiders ended up like paying an awful lot of money to bring in like the best receiver in the league, Antonio Brown, and he acted like a jackass, so they had to get rid of him. And so the Patriots picked him up. You know that much, right, Barry?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm with you.
Well, today he was just accused of rape.
Ho ho.
Yeah.
That's
It's a spicy meatball. That's what that is. Okay.
Yeah. On a federal level, by the way.
Cool. Okay.
wow, that's actually real, because that's
Which
not
is ugly.
that's you have to have stuff for it to even be federal.
Yeah, which is really, really, really ugly. So
Well, poor for him and his loved ones, but karma's a bitch, I guess. What's up, Reese?
Oh, I was going to say, so that page 15 with the skulking around the warehouse we talked over last week,
Okay.
I'll see the whole thing. Did you get a chance to draw on that one at all?
no, I just got the pad not too long ago.
Okay. Awesome. Next question. Barry, did you go make it over to Rico's folks last week?
No, completely forgot about that.
Okay. So we are at progress-wise exactly where we were last week.
Yeah.
Good. Good to know. Um,
What's it?
Yeah.
What's the defaults again? Is it the pages?
Well, I think 14 is the last one we had, I think. Am I remembering that right?
I'm inking the other one, so
Okay.
So I'm still a little bit ahead of you.
yeah, you're a page and a half ahead of me, I think, at least.
Cool.
No guarantees. No guarantees, but either me or Sam. I think I'm either going to go down there, or maybe I can get Sam to come over here. I don't know. One of those could possibly happen. If it does happen, I could send you a couple of other pages
Cool.
and fish out that other page.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not worried, man, because right now these are taking about a week at least. 2 weeks.
Well, fellas,
All right.
I am in dire need of some sleep.
All right, man. Yeah, you told me you didn't get much sleep last night. Yeah, hit me up tomorrow if you have time.
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and FaceTime tomorrow, and I'll set up that camera. I'll do a little bit of penciling, and
Sounds good.
all right, man.
All right, bud. Have a good night.
And so Barry, I know we're supposed to meet the other guys here, and okay. I guess Rico, before we go, if you want to just take off, I'll talk about the next thing we got to do, and go from there. So have a good one, man.
All right, man.
Okay.
Have a good night. Talk to you tomorrow, Barry. Later.
Later.
Raider fan.
So Barry,
Yep.
do you want to go ahead and just go ahead and call the stream now and just head over early to Sherry's where we're meeting?
Yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah, let's do it. And I mean, I can fill half an hour coloring, but I can do that there too. So
Yeah, same.
So okay, man. Well, internet, somebody showed up here. I guess we're just getting ready to leave, and somebody else just showed up. So
Lovely individuals that might watch us later on. Thank you.
yeah, who knows? Who knows? I guess you've got a couple of seconds if you want to ask us any quick questions. We will field those for the next minute.
And reach out to us also on the interwebs and the social
Yeah,
media.
all of our little social media links. So I will go ahead. I'm gonna color up this image, work on this image, finish this character on here. And if you have a question, we are at, of course, ideal_comics on Twitter. I think it's the same on Instagram, but I am so rarely on Instagram, I might be very wrong about that. And
I'm at the real Neil deGrasse Tyson Twitter.
It's the metal.
Message.
Yes, just as you arrive, we're getting ready to take off, man.
Oh, did he? Hey.
Yeah.
Sorry, bud.
Hey, dude, I need to get a hold of you at some point because I'd love to have you on Matriarchy to talk world building one of these days. I haven't had a world building conversation with anyone in a while, and I'd love to pick your brain about some of that. We've talked a little bit about that on the Expositioner draw stream that we did with Marmaduke. But I'd love to have you on my show sometime to talk about that more formally. That'd be a lot of fun. But I'll shoot you a message on Twitter one of these times. So since it's the metal, and we'll just go ahead and say goodbye, and we'll catch you next time around. Because Barry and I both have to go to a planning meeting for the local mini-con here. So if you happen to be, if any of you guys, whoever shows up, happen to be on in Scotts Bluff on the 26th of October, come to the Monument Mall and buy comics from us. Anyway, we will catch you later, and any of you other people who have tuned in and listened to us ramble and talk and plan and saw me coloring stick figures. But we will catch you all later, man. Have a good one.